Contracted missions for Saudi Arabia. In the ever-volatile Middle East, Saudi Arabia has long stood as both a powerful ally and a controversial force in regional geopolitics. As threats mounted on its borders and unrest simmered across the Gulf, the Saudi regime looked beyond traditional alliances to bolster its military and internal security capabilities. Among those they reportedly turned to was Blackwater, a private army known for its discretion, ruthlessness, and ability to deliver results without public scrutiny. The partnership was never formally announced, and the details remain hidden behind classified contracts and diplomatic smokescreens. But credible reports and leaked intelligence suggest that Blackwater, or entities directly linked to it, provided contracted services to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia beginning in the late 2000s and expanding into the 2010s. These missions were complex, politically sensitive, and often carried out under a cloak of plausible deniability. One of the primary objectives was training. Blackwater personnel were allegedly brought in to help develop elite units within the Saudi military, focusing on counterterrorism, border security, and rapid response capabilities. Drawing on experience from Iraq and Afghanistan, these contractors introduced Western tactics to Saudi forces, from urban combat drills to advanced surveillance methods. The aim was to turn Saudi Arabia's conventional military into a force capable of responding swiftly to both internal dissent and external threats. But reports also indicate that Blackwater's role went beyond training. In Yemen, where a brutal civil war has drawn global condemnation, Blackwater-linked operatives were rumored to have supported Saudi-led coalition efforts. While official forces faced logistical challenges and mounting international pressure over civilian casualties, contractors provided strategic advisory, logistical support, and possibly even participated in direct action against Houthi rebels. Though unconfirmed, such involvement would align with Blackwater's track record of operating where others cannot. Within the kingdom itself, Blackwater was allegedly involved in internal security operations, particularly during periods of unrest in the eastern province, where protests against government policies and minority suppression often flared. The contractors were reportedly deployed to support riot control, crowd suppression, and the protection of critical infrastructure. Their presence allowed Saudi authorities to exert force with foreign expertise while keeping the official military at arm's length. These missions raised significant ethical and geopolitical concerns. Human rights organizations questioned the use of foreign mercenaries in domestic crackdowns. Critics warned that outsourcing such operations enabled authoritarian regimes to suppress dissent without accountability. And yet, the business continued, because it served mutual interests. Saudi Arabia gained elite tactical support without the visibility of Western military presence, and Blackwater gained access to one of the most lucrative defense markets in the world. The implications were profound. By aligning with Saudi Arabia, Blackwater embedded itself in one of the world's most controversial conflicts, tying its operations not just to war zones, but to state-sponsored repression. The arrangement also showed how private military firms could bypass international norms, entering theaters of operation under private contracts that shielded them from oversight and legal consequences. Though Blackwater's name would later fade from official rosters, replaced by new brands, subsidiaries, and renamed entities, its presence and influence in the Gulf remained. It became a symbol of how warfare, diplomacy, and profit intersected in the 21st century. In Saudi Arabia's quest for security, control, and power projection, Blackwater became a silent enabler. No insignia, no official record, just contractors in desert gear, executing missions that governments couldn't, or wouldn't, do themselves.